So there you are. As I say, look, I don't want to overdo this, because we could take loads and loads more callers on air. Again, very displeased with this 3G broadband, which, as I say, was the government's strategy to roll out broadband to people who couldn't access it in other ways. Now, Liam Gleeson, researcher here on the programme. Liam, you have been in touch with 3G, haven't you, in relation to this?
I have indeed, Tommy. I've been in contact with 3, and I spoke with Joanna Kavanagh. She's the press office manager for 3 Ireland. Now, this, I must say that this is with regard to the broadband signal. I know a lot of listeners are ringing in with problems with bills and with mobile phones. This was specifically regarding the broadband signal in Mayo. Now, what Joanna said was that 3 were aware of previous problems with the signals in Mayo and the North Galway area that were highlighted, obviously, by ourselves as well on Midwest Radio.
Yeah, because the news department here have been dealing with ongoing problems here as well. Yeah.
Indeed, they have taken calls on this problem as well. Now, I have to say that Joanna and the people that we spoke to in 3 were very polite. The team were very polite. She seems to be very concerned over the latest problems of the reports. Now, what she's saying is that to bring this matter forward, what they need to do is to determine the clusters or the locations of where of the general areas of concern, so that they can get their engineers to investigate further into the problems. So, like, we're hoping that following the show today that I can go back to 3 with a general idea of the affected areas. And of course, we heard from your last caller, or one of your previous callers too, that it's not all negativity, that a lot of people are having a good experience with 3, so we can't...
No, not everybody's having a bad experience, but for those who are having a bad experience, this idea of, first of all, supposedly this is a government-funded company, isn't that correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Why in God's name are they having a call? Now, I know why they're having a call centre in India, because it's cheaper and the staff are cheaper to employ. But it sends out all the wrong signals, doesn't it?
It does indeed, and I think that's another aspect of the problem. There does seem to be problems with the communication, the follow-up on reports of faults that are being made by the call centre, and linking those to the engineers, or say the public face of 3 here in Ireland, like the engineers on the ground.
All right, well listen, what we're going to do is, if anybody calls us or texts us to say that they would like somebody from 3G to contact them in relation to a terrible service that you're getting, if you could just text us 3G and with your name and where you're from, and we will pass on all your details to this lady. What's her name again?
It's Joanna Kavanagh.
Joanna Kavanagh,
press office manager for 3 Ireland.
And she will, has she given a commitment that she would contact these people, or?
No, she's not given a commitment that she's going to contact these people individually, but what she's saying is that she wants to put together a list of the affected areas, so that they can bring the problem forward and investigate it further. Very
good. Okay, Liam, thank you very much indeed for that. So that's the 3G problem. As I say, if you want to just send us a text, 3G, and what area you're in, we can pass all that information on to 3G and see what they do with it. Thanks to Liam, and thanks to all our callers on that. We're going to move on because we have lots of other things to talk about. Very quickly, let's have a look at today's Buzz News.
The local buzz.
With the Western Hotel Claremorris and the Western Steakhouse.